She's just that absurd.
Meaning the idea that humans just arose from complex material stuff without guidance.
Yes. If God is rational and relational, he wouldn't set up a purely random, unguided system and then just walk away from it after creation.
Okay, so if our minds are capable of reason, then that reason should look at the world and think, wow, this complexity didn't just happen randomly.
That's a key part of it. And recognizing that sets us up perfectly for the next bit, where we kind of flip the script on some scientific challenges.
Okay, this is where it gets really practical, I think. That question everyone gets eventually from skeptic. Can you prove God exists?
Yeah, the classic proof challenge. And the straight theological answer is, well, faith isn't built on scientific proof.
The Bible doesn't try to prove God in Genesis 1.1, does it?
Nope. It just starts with the fact, in the beginning, God. It's a premise, not a conclusion arrived at through proof.
But that doesn't mean we just shrug when people throw scientific arguments at us.
Not at all. We don't have to be intellectually defenseless. We can actually examine their assumptions.
And it helps to remember, like the source pointed out, science itself doesn't have one single answer for origins. There are, what, 23 hypotheses?
Something like that, yeah. You've got creationism, sure, but also Darwinian evolution, the Big Bang, several competing ideas. There's no universal scientific consensus.
That lack of consensus is important. Okay, so now for the deep dive nugget you mentioned, entropy.
Right, entropy. You learn it in basic physics. Sounds fancy, maybe, but it's actually a really simple, powerful tool here.
Give us a simple version. What is entropy?
Okay, think about anything organized. A car, your clothes, a sandcastle. What happens to them over time if you just leave them alone?
They fall apart, rust, fade, crumble.
Exactly. That's entropy in action. It's the universal tendency for all matter, all energy, all organized systems to move toward disintegration, disorder, deterioration. Energy spreads out, becomes less useful, less organized.
That's a fundamental law, like gravity.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Measurable, proven. And here's the key. Without some external organizing force putting energy in, it's scientifically impossible for matter to spontaneously become more complex over time. Things run down, they don't spontaneously build up.
Okay, got it. Systems tend towards disorder.
Yeah.
So how does this relate to the Big Bang argument?
Well, the standard Big Bang model says you start with this incredibly hot, dense, maybe disordered point of energy. It explodes, expands,
Right.
and then over billions of years, this expanding energy and matter somehow organizes itself into more complex things. Stars, planets, life, eventually humans.
So it's suggesting things got more organized from that initial chaotic state.
Precisely. It suggests a natural upward trend towards increasing complexity and organization emerging spontaneously from a less organized state.
But that sounds like the exact opposite of what entropy says happens.
It is. It's a direct contradiction. The fundamental law says systems break down into disorder unless something intelligent inputs energy and designed to build them up and maintain them.
You don't get a complex machine just assembling itself from a pile of parts by chance.
Exactly. You need a plan, energy, and tension. So the Big Bang, presented as this purely naturalistic process driving increasing complexity, seems to ignore or contradict this basic law of physics.
Wow, okay, so the point isn't necessarily to prove God with science.
No.
It's more about showing that the alternative scientific explanations, when presented as absolute fact against creation, might have their own serious internal inconsistencies.
Yes, it gives you a solid footing. You can say, hold on, that explanation doesn't seem to square with other known scientific laws like entropy. It provides intellectual confidence.
Right, and that confidence isn't just for winning debates, is it? It ties back to the bigger picture.
Absolutely. It connects to the third premise for why theology is possible. God provides his own revelation. He doesn't leave us guessing.
Like Ephesians says, he gives the spirit of wisdom and revelation so we can know him.
And John 17.3 eternal life is knowing the true God. He makes himself knowable.
So let's recap the premises. God is real and wants relationship. Our minds are capable of understanding, and God provides the necessary revelation.
Check, check, and check. And the source material is emphatic. The point of all this knowledge isn't just to collect facts in your head.
It's about life transformation.
Yes,
Yeah.
changing how you live. And that change then empowers you to influence others, to teach.
There was that amazing historical example, King Jehoshaphat.
Oh, yeah, from 2 Chronicles 17. That's a fantastic model. When he wanted to strengthen his kingdom, what did he do?
He didn't just build up the army. He sent out his best guys, princes, Levites, priests.
A real high-level team. And what was their mission? What did they carry with them?
Not weapons or tax decrees. but the book of the law of the Lord.
Exactly. They went through the cities of Judah and